Welcome back. We all know that cameras and lenses are the most exciting thing to try out, to review, to see what they do in the field, but some of you or all of you should know that sometimes to achieve the result that you want, even the best camera and the best lens are not enough to get the result that you're looking for, because sometimes filters are what you need to achieve a specific result. Because for as good as software have become as of late, some things cannot be replicated via software. And in this specific case, we're talking about the KentFaith NANO-X series filters. It's a series of filters that the top of the line filters that KentFaith has. Disclaimer, they send me these to review and to test out, but they don't get to know what I think. So as usual, the disclaimer is I try to be as honest as possible in my review. The good thing about these filters is that with two separate purchases, one filter kit, which is the pouch and includes ND1000, so 10-stop filter, an ND64, so a 6-stop filter, an ND8, so a 3-stop filter, and a graduated filter, meaning half of the filter is darker than the other. You get the basics, and then with another purchase, you get the circular polarizer filter. Both these are magnetic. I asked them to send me out the 82 millimeters size because I have the Tamron 35 to 150, which is an 82 millimeters lens. But also, when you're purchasing, and these are round filters, okay? So when you're purchasing round filters, what you get is that when you stack them on top of each other, if you choose them the exact size of the front filter of the lens, you end up having vignetting. This is the downside of going with circular filters. That's why I also have a flat filter system, which is also happens to be the NANO-X series from KentFaith. I found those to be perfect. Well, this one is a lot more easy to use, a lot more portable. And if you're not going after the perfect shot, but you want to make sure that you have something very portable with you, this is the way to go. These filters are super lightweight. They don't take too much room in your bag, and they get the job done pretty well. So what you get with these filters is a very crisp and clear image quality. You get a little bit of color shift only with the visible color shift, only with the 10-stop filters, which is normal. All the 10-stop filters that I've ever used, they all have the same behavior. They all have a color cast that a good filter has a color cast that is not too much, okay? So you gotta get used to having a little bit of color cast. But the good thing is with this specific set of filters, you can easily work with the color cast because it's very negligible. The other good thing that I saw is that when you stack them on top of each other, we're gonna get to the vignetting later, but when you stack them on top of each other, you're adding glass over glass over glass, but I didn't see any visible drop in sharpness, even stacking 3 filters on top of each other. And believe me, you're never gonna stack more than 3 filters on top of each other. I would also say that usually you get to use 2 filters on top of each other at most. Sometimes you need 3, but there's not many situations where you need to use 3 of these filters. And in all the situations that I tried all the potential combination. I've always got very good image quality out of these filters, which is exactly what you want. On top of that, what KNF Concept or KentFaith did is giving us a very nice pouch. Now, it's not it's not made of leather, it's not made of fancy material, but it's very nice to handle. And the good thing is it has what all the pouches for filters, round filters, should have, which is a belt loop on the back that makes it super easy to use it with your backpack or on your belt, so that whenever you need access to these filters, you can easily take them out and put them in place. The fact that they're magnetic also is a very important thing, because magnetic filters are, in my opinion, the way to go. They're super easy to use, they're super easy to remove. You don't have to screw for hours, filters over filters over filters. And also when you screw filters on top of each other, and those are not magnetic, what you end up doing is that sometimes you screw too tight, and then removing them becomes a mess, which I hate all the time. The only criticism that I can have with this kit is that the main filter kit, the one with the 3 NDs, the graduated NDs, and the adapter, the 82 millimeters magnetic adapter, doesn't have room for another filter in the pouch. If the pouch had a filter for another random filter, I would have loved it, because once you get the circular polarizer filter, you either remove one of the other filters or you stack them on top of each other to get some room in this pouch. Other than that, I have no other complaint with this filter kit, which means a lot, because I can use them pretty easy. Now, when it comes to the vignetting, which is the only downside of using these magnetic round filters, with the Tamron 35 to 150, that is a lens that has an 82 millimeter filter diameter. If you stack 3 filters on top of each other, you see some vignetting. It's inevitable. When you stack 3 filters on top of each other at the same filter size of the lens, it's inevitable. However, with smaller lenses, with smaller filters, like the Sony 16 to 25 f2.8 and the Tamron 28 to 200 f2.8 to 5.6, they're both 67 millimeters. I purchased 2 super cheap adapters, step-up ring from 67 to 82. I put them on top of this lens, and with the 28 to 200, you only have, when you stack 3 filters on top of each other, you only have a very minimal amount of vignetting, even at the widest end. So very good solution for this one. With the 16 to 25, you have a visible vignetting. The corner is completely dark at 16 millimeters. But once you zoom in at 18, you already got rid of all of that. So you just need to know that on a 16 to 25 f2.8 from Sony, you will be able to stack 3 filters on top of each other at 18 millimeters and over. While if you're gonna go between 16 and 18, you have to reduce the amount of filter. 2, you still see something. 1, you won't see anything. This type of performance is pretty normal. It's physical. I mean, there's nothing else you can do. And these KentFaith filters are pretty slim, so they should help in reducing that. But again, if you're using a super wide-angle lens, that's what it will get you. But again, normal stuff, all these filters do the same thing with super wide-angle lenses. So in conclusion, I would definitely recommend these filters, because for the price, they get you very good image quality. They don't interfere with the sharpness of the lens, even if you stack them on top of each other. The vignetting is reduced to the minimum, and the pouch is exactly the way it should be. Easy to use, easy to access, and very well thought out. So that's it for today. This is my last video of the year. I'll take a week off, and then I'll be back with a lot of stuff. You see a couple of new lenses on the back. We'll discuss about those in 2025. Have a great end of year and the beginning of the new year, and ciao. I'll see you in the next one.